Hi, I'm Jonathan Segel. I'm a musician and songwriter and composer and all the things that have gone along with doing that yourself for the past number of years, like learning how to be an audio engineer and a record producer and all that sort of good stuff. And over the course of the past 30-something, maybe 40 years, I've actually learned how to play some instruments. I'm getting okay at it. You may know me from Camper Van Beethoven. I play violin and guitar and keyboards, and sometimes I sing backing vocals in that band. I'm not what you would call a known musician, but several people do know me from that band, and possibly from playing in Sparkle Horse, which I did in the late 90s, or many other bands that I played in, Dieselhead in San Francisco back in the 1990s, or Grand Flame Bus. I sat in with a number of bands over the course of years, and now I don't live in the United States anymore. I live in Sweden, and I still sit in with bands here, but I don't actually have my own band here yet. But I've only been living here for a few years, and I'm still getting used to the idea of being an immigrant. It's pretty funny. Haha. Anyway, this video is to try to convince you, the dear viewer, to subscribe to my Bandcamp recordings page, I guess it is. This is something that Bandcamp has just introduced. Today is Monday, I guess it's afternoon now, September 21st, 2015. And Bandcamp just introduced this idea. I sort of see this as a last gasp in the independent musicians trying to make money from the post-internet economy subscriptions, because music, in my opinion, has an intrinsic value, but the actual trade value has been extremely devalued, especially for recorded music. And recorded music is something that I really like to do. I really like the process of recording. I really like the process of mixing and creating final sort of sound sculptural versions. So here's what I do. I do so many different kinds of music because I'm interested in so many different kinds of music. I'm going to edit some of this, I think. I do many different kinds of music because I like listening to many different kinds of music. I do a lot of rock music, of course. I really enjoy playing the electric guitar, and I do really enjoy playing the violin as well. I've done a lot of music for film and for dance companies, and I write a lot of music for classical ensembles, though not much of that actually gets performed. I do a lot of electronic music of various different sorts, and I don't mean dance music. I'm not really very much of a dancer, I guess, unless I'm on stage playing the violin. But let's see. What was I saying? So anyway, what you're going to be getting here is potentially a lot of different kinds of music, because my intention is, of course, to make albums, because I'm still very interested in the album form. And if you look through this Bandcamp page, you'll see many different examples of the types of music that I've done over the course of the past 25 or so years on my own, essentially. This is outside of working with Camper Van Beethoven or other bands whose records come out separate from my own. There is electronic music here, there is a lot of rock music here, there is a lot of improvised music, there's a lot of different things. I'm improvising this film as it goes along, of course, which is why I'm going to be editing it, I think. Here, let me give you some examples. Since I'm going to edit, I can edit in some things for you to listen to, like this. Or this. Or this.
Take a moment and have a cup of coffee.
Anyhow, go ahead, subscribe, pay me $5 a month, or whatever. Maybe there's a way that they can make it so that you can just do whatever per month. I know that they want you to do different levels for these things, like a Kickstarter project, where you give different reward levels for people that pay more. I don't know what I would do more than that. Maybe send you things in the mail. I live in Sweden now, so you could get a foreign postcard if you live in the US. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? What else? If you subscribe, then I promise I'll finish making records and not just give up in the middle of winter when it's 20 hours of darkness here and nothing seems like it's worth it to go on. And what I will also do, I think, is interact with you if you want. If you want to email me and ask me questions about music that I've already done, for instance, it's on this Bandcamp page, or music that is what I'm working on right now and why I'm working on it and why I do what I do. I'm very interested in talking about those sorts of things. I've been a guest on some podcasts for The Partially Examined Life about aesthetics and music, because it's something that I like to talk about and I like to be involved in. And I'll keep you up to date on all of the projects that I'm working on, and probably give you little pieces of music on the side that aren't going into those projects, but are the experiments that I'm working on along the way. So if all that sounds good to you, then go ahead and do it. This has been a very long introductory film, but that's just the way I am. So expect a lot of music. Thanks.